Hello, this is Anthony D. Butler, author of the Raven Chronicles series, Magic Reborn, which was my debut novel released in 2022. Magic Scorned was released in 2023. It's book 2 of the Raven Chronicles series. And then my latest release, Dark Haven, was released in 2025, October 2025, so it's only a few months old, so it's a relatively new release. And I'm working on book 4 right now, about 95% finished with it. I'm wrapping up the final conflict, and then there's going to be a couple of cooldown chapters after that that will kind of lead into book 5. I haven't decided if I'm going to have an epilogue or not, but it's not going to end on a cliffhanger. You're going to be able to read book 4. And what I did with the series is originally it was going to be a trilogy, but this book right here made it into a 4-book series. And then this book, Dark Haven, with the stories that's inside of it, made it into a 5-book series. And so I decided just to kind of make it even, make it a 6-book series, and I already have story ideas for book 6, depending on how book 5 goes. And matter of fact, I picked up a new editor for Dark Haven, and she read this book, or read and edited this book without even reading these 2 books. And she says she was able to follow along. She figured out kind of what was going on in Dark Haven without reading the other 2 books. And she said she was able to read it just fine. While it's a series, they are kind of books on their own. Although book 3 and book 4 was originally going to be 1 book, so they do kind of tie together a little bit. But you can read either one, and you can probably pick up on what happens in book 3 if you just read book 4 or whatever. But it is a series. Again, I planned for 6 books, and so we'll see how it goes. And I've got, after this series, I've got a couple other projects in mind, not necessarily fantasy related, and these are a medieval type fantasy. And so they have medieval elements, but they're not tied directly to the Middle Ages. They have their own world, their own realm, and so they have their own fantasy world. And I started, in book 2, I kind of implemented kind of a map of kind of what the fantasy world looks like, and then of course it expands in Dark Haven. And so yeah, I'm really proud of the series, and if you're into fantasy books, then I hope that you give mine a try. I have book trailers on this channel. I think I have a video where I kind of talk about the books as well, and you can always go to Amazon, look up the books, and read the blurbs to see if that's something that you're interested in. So if you're looking for a new read, just consider my books. And I'm the type of author where I don't compete with other authors. I on my social media pages, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, I've supported other authors. I recommend other books that I've read if I really liked them. And as I build this channel, I will continue doing that here. Matter of fact, I have a couple of books I want to recommend, but I'll save that for another video. And because I don't know yet. I've had this channel for a long time, for a while. I didn't do much with it. I became a published author in 2022 with Magic Reborn, but I haven't really done much. I've included interviews that I've had, some book trailers, and things of that nature, but I haven't really done a lot of content. And even now, I'm going to try to include more content on YouTube. I'm just trying to decide how I want this channel to be, or what I want this channel to be. Do I want it just strictly author driven, or do I want to include content like things that I watch, books that I read? I'll probably do that anyway. Um, just go that route, and we'll see. How it goes. So if you have any suggestions, just leave a comment. And if this channel is something that you might be interested in, just like this video, subscribe, and just tell me what maybe you want to see in the future. But that's it. I'm going to keep this one relatively short. And thank you for watching. And I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, y'all take care. Bye.